One. Hello! Welcome to the Emporium, my wayward gamers. I am Jay, also known as NeoFed3 on the socials. I am your GM for the evening, your host, your fan, I don't know, just throwing out words here, but welcome to our little game of the Saltmarsh Legends. Before we dive in, we need to introduce our wonderful and talented players, because you know what? They help create this wonderful story that we are. So in a fun order, Jim, how you doing there?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
And who are you playing for those that are just joining us?
So I'm Jim, Hawkmere1 on Twitter, and I am playing Glastoc. Now you got me, so I can't even say the name. Yeah, I can't even say the name right.
Sorry, what?
Screw you guys. Steel Cloak.
Specifically me.
The dwarven. Actually, because I leveled up, I can actually call myself a fighter now because I took a level in fighter.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Now you can use a shield.
Yeah. Jay's gonna love it now. Now I actually have a real armor class.
Yeah.
Hey, does that mean that you can use heavy armor now too?
No, I can never wear anything heavier than medium.
Oh, okay,
So unless I take a feat,
gotcha.
which might happen later on, but we'll discuss that later.
Yeah. I'm just double checking everyone can hear us well. We're sounding great. Thank you, Jim. Jeff, how are you doing? And who are you playing this evening?
I'm doing quite well, thanks, Jay. I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Arivo Starborn, and he is our wizard, who is always been a wizard.
Yes, he's always been a wizard, extraordinary, but he's gone almost courage. He seems to have gotten some courage recently.
Well, I mean, character growth has to happen, otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah.
And for those that missed, we had a great 2-episode library episode with a wonderful guest, Averill, and she joined us for
Averill.
Sorry. Yeah, Averill. Yeah, I said it right, Averill. Because I can.
You nailed it. Now that she's gone.
Yes, yeah. Names are bad, but
okay, dude.
Averill was the lead in that little episode. So yeah,
Kinda the lead. Kinda.
Thank you for joining us. And last but never least, our French Riviera. Just jetting off the plane, running to get to the screen. Carrie, how are you doing?
I am the reason we're starting late today. I am Carrie. I am at Carrie Schultens on all of the on Twitter specifically. That's pretty much the only social media I use. You can find me on Monday nights. I'm on Mini Terrain Domain as well as of course the Emporium, where I am very excited to be tonight. I'm so glad I made it. We weren't sure until like the 11th hour. So
you know what? You are always welcomed and happy that you are here. You know, even if we're running late or what, this is a fun group. And those who are watching, we look forward to Wednesdays because we enjoy playing this game so much and sharing this story with you. With that note, we have a few updates for you. As Carrie grabs her sword. But
thank you for the reminder, Jeff.
For those that are watching, take a look in chat. You're going to see something interesting. We have an affiliate, Talon and Claw, the wonderful Etsy company that builds dice towers or dice vaults and DM screens and several other items, has graciously and wonderfully provided a link. So if you go to Etsy, Talon and Claw Etsy, and type in a code for Dragon Daddy, you get 10% off on your purchase.
Amazing.
Just Dragon Daddy, not hashtag, just Dragon Daddy.
Just Dragon Daddy.
And you will get 10% off on your purchase. We are happy that Talon and Claw is so wonderful to be able to sponsor and affiliate them with us. They're very, very good friends of ours, and we are happy to be able to support each other in this wonderful era of fun.
Yeah. And if the code doesn't work, you can yell at me because then that way I can yell at Anthony. So,
Yay!
So if you have any problems, yes, just let them know.
Yeah, let me know. So.
Also, some other big, wonderful news. The Emporium, since we've been off for a little bit, the Emporium is growing. So watch our hashtags, watch our Twitter follows. But yeah, we are getting a new game. So we've talked about the Star Wars is moving forward. So lots of stuff are happening with our Star Wars campaign, Shadowport Adventures, TBA. So that's coming around. We've got some character art that started. We've got a map that's been done. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that's happening. So watch for some stuff that's coming out on that. As well as the wonderful friend and channel friend, Kurt, who I believe still is in chat. He will be bringing to the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer Champions of Eclipsia, a wonderful game that was at a different channel but has looked for a new home, and they've decided to come here. And we are so excited that they will be joining the Emporium for our Wayward Gamers here, and we will be able to continue our story of Season 2 of Eclipsia. So thank you, Kurt, and we look forward to that. We also have some other projects looming in the background and some other things, some more games coming to the Emporium. So we're excited that some stuff is coming down. So keep watching our Twitter feeds and socials on that, as well as the VODs for these games. Which is said that we are 3 episodes to our season 1 finale, which is going to be August 10th. And with that being said, we are in the works, and we're still working on it, to have a grand giveaway on August 10th. Some of the information is still secret, but it might involve some dice in a dice vault, or a dice vault. We don't know. So we're still working on that, but we've got some exciting news. So you want to check us out. Keep watching us. And hey, we got some giveaways coming up. And I can guarantee the intensity will continue as we go and move on towards the season. You will not want to miss. It's going to be good. And with that being said, I think it's time that we're going to move into our wonderful game. Our characters have leveled up. They're level 5.
All of us together.
Yes. Now,
at the same time,
you have just left the library of Mistra. Where you
moments ago? Like literally moments ago?
A few minutes ago, as you're making your way to the Wicked Goat to turn in for the evening, hopefully get your rooms back that you've had that you haven't been missing for like 4 days. You haven't been there for 4 days.
Were we gone for 4 days in there?
We were gone for 4 days because 2 days.
Time works real weird, huh?
Well, wasn't it there? That was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like we were like, how long have we been gone? Oh my God, 4 days. Like it was.
Yeah. So when you were up there the first time searching, and then you got the cleric and you brought him down, you were gone for 2 days. And then when you went back up, you finished the information, you started the negotiations, and then it took 2 additional days for negotiating with the Dryad Druid, now librarian of the Temple of Mistra. We had some very wonderful, very intense conversations between Glastoc and Brynn at the end of last session, so that was good. And then we finalized our post-credit scene that Arivo and Brynn and Glastoc pick up as they entered the Wicked Goat, and Arivo thanked both Brynn and Glastoc for listening to him and not. At which point, he's going to go take a bath. And that is where we're going to pick up. The evening as you walk into the Wicked Goat, it's lively, it's kind of going, it's activities kind of going around. And the bartender's back in and he kind of sees you and he's like, kind of looks down at this rag, kind of like, "Oi! You finally back?"
Welcome,
it's been 4 days. I've been keeping your rooms. I wasn't sure how long I should have kept them for, but a message would have been nice.
Well, we were indisposed. It would have been a little difficult to get a message to you, but I throw him 5 gold pieces and
that's one of the reasons why I do that for you. Next time, after a week, I got to give the room up. So
that's understandable.
Yes. By the way, I thought you should know that the city guard were here the other day looking for Arivo.
Brynn's eyes get really big and she kind of looks at Glastoc.
Something about a murder?
Arivo has gone up to his bath.
Arivo has gone up, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Glastoc kind of looks at Brynn and then, him? Murder? No.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But somebody was saying that there was a handkerchief that he was seen with down here.
Yeah. That's a hell of a thing. So strange. I'm sure you told them that it, of course, was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Yes, you have plenty
he,
of alibis, and I vouched for them.
Yeah,
Of course.
you know Aviro almost as well as we do, and
Not
he
really,
can't.
but it's
he can't hurt a fly. Like literally, he can't hurt a fly.
Let's just put it this way. Aviro Starborn. There's a reason why his name's in the book of the Wicked Guild.
Oh, really?
And
do we need a drink? Do we need a drink for this?
Oh no! I'm just going to.
Well, we're gonna get one anyway.
Oh yes, you're gonna get to drink. And he kind of starts pouring.
Dad.
And he starts pouring. But let's just put it this way. He's we've got his back, and we've got your back right now. So don't worry. When it comes to the guy, you might still have to talk to him, but it shouldn't be too. You shouldn't see any jail time. As he kind of pushes the drink towards you.
Brynn is almost taken aback by like this kindness from what is more or less a stranger. Like, yeah, we've been staying here a while, but it's like the concierge is not your friend. So I just kind of get my drink and I lean to Glastoc and I'm like, we need to talk.
Oh yeah, I know. Perhaps we should go to ROCKY's favorite place so that we can let him out and talk.
It's a great idea. Let's go. Thank you. The ale is particularly good today.
Are you gonna be for dinner, late dinner?
Oh yeah, we'll be back down in probably a half an hour or so.
Should I start the meat orders again?
Oh yeah, please.
All right. I'll be ready tomorrow then.
Perfect. And Glastoc kind of pushes Brynn towards the stairs.
Yeah, and I allow myself to be pushed, and I just kind of like scamper up the stairs 2 at a time.
Yeah. So.
And I just kind of I would meet up with Glastoc.
Yeah, well, we open a window and get up on the roof so that we can. Yeah.
We do that.
And you've. For whatever reason, I'm going with that. You have made it easier to get up on top of the roof. Like there's things that you've done to make sure that the room that you're getting is easily accessible to be able to get out of your room to get up to the roof, and it's you picked the right room to be able to get up because there's a lot very easy climbing points,
right? And
it's in the dark alley, so not too many people can see you type situation. So you've been able to pick that room, and that's the room you're going to consistently get.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way to the roof. Again, it's dark. It's the night has fallen after this time. What do you do?
Get the box set up and say to Brynn, do you want to talk before we let him out, or do you want to wait until after he leaves?
I think before is probably best.
Right.
This kind of pertains to just you and me and Aviro and somebody else. So I had a friend meet up with me again after many years the other night. And I, anyway, sort of kept it a secret. Glastoc,
just
can you keep a secret? A very, very important secret.
Yeah, I look at her and I freshen her drink up with prestidigitation and say, I've been keeping secrets my whole life.
Yeah. So this friend, we met in the harbors because I was one, and so was he.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm sure you didn't even notice that he was ever here. So he was a very old friend, and he was hired apparently before he knew that I was involved by somebody to plant evidence on us that we had done some terrible things, apparently, for Aviro. It was murder. And he didn't plant anything on me because,
Okay.
but that's
Wait, but stop.
I know it's a lot.
No, that's okay. So you're telling me
Mm-hmm.
that this old friend of yours
Mm-hmm.
got hired to get us arrested.
Precisely. He didn't.
Is
he did it to
he the
you.
one that was responsible for the note I found in Rocky's backpack?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He was also among, you remember the circus troupe that attacked us?
Oh, yeah. Let me guess.
Mm-hmm.
Was he the one who got away?
Yes, he was. And that's how he found out that I was with you. And so, you're welcome. I'm so sorry. But that's where that came from, and I just thought you should know.
I appreciate your honesty.
But listen,
I don't think this is something we need to share with Aviro at this time. Now this friend of yours,
yeah.
Are we going to see him again in such a situation?
So. I mean, I'm going
to avoid that comment, but
anyway, perhaps, I don't know. It's been.
Look, is he going to try to kill us again?
No.
Okay.
No, he knows I'm with you now.
Okay. All right.
Glastoc, and I take Glastoc by both cheeks. I'm like, I cannot illustrate to you strongly enough how important it is that you don't tell anybody that I was a harper. Ever.
You have my word.
Thank you.
Now.
And that's all I say. I'm sorry, that was pretty extreme.
No, that's I'm gonna have to go brew some of the good stuff after this. Did he tell you who hired him?
I forgot, did he?
He alluded
I don't
to,
think he did.
I don't think no, he alluded to he actually gave a name. A last name. And that
so sorry.
No, that's a problem. The last name was, as I'm looking at my of course I have to look up my information here.
While he's doing that, notice how the camera doesn't quite know what to make of my tan. So I'm going to be changing colors this entire game. Sorry.
I am okay, here it is.
Here is officially two-toned.
Yeah. You know that he left the information that he shared was Macaster as a last name. He shared Macaster as the last name, and he said that there was an old house that in the old haunted house, Macaster.
Yeah, somebody by the name of Macaster said there's a haunted house around here. It seemed a little far-fetched.
His family, like the family house was also a Macaster. Not sure if there's a connection with that house or not, but like I said, it's one of those. Yeah, but he's old money, old Saltmarsh money.
So,
okay. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
like I said, let's not cause Aviro any more worry than we normally would.
Who the hell knows what worry would do to him?
Well, yeah. So it might be worth our while to check this place out, but we have another issue that we have to deal with first. And then we got to get back out into the woods and take care of
Can I get
our previous problem.
Can I get a history check from Brynn and Glastoc, please?
14.
Okay. 13.
All right, yeah, not enough. The name, like I said, it's vaguely familiar. It's on their tip. You think you're not sure you've heard it before. You may have heard like a history of it, and you're pretty sure. What I can give you is that there's a haunted house outside of town, about 2 or 3 miles. You actually came past it as you're coming into town, from it's from the north, as like on the way that you were coming in.
Okay.
So you kind of passed it a little bit. You never saw it because it's written, but that is the McCaster haunted house. It's referred to as the haunted house on the hill, but it's the old McCaster family house. It like 150 years ago there was someone who built the house there, and then it went into disarray. So you know it's a haunted house, but that's the name of that particular house.
Okay.
If you do, let me know if you ever mention it to Aviro.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think we'll have to.
Yep.
Aviro
Aviro will know
something.
who that is.
Okay. I think perhaps maybe on our way back after dealing with our friend out in the woods, we can swing by it.
Yes.
But okay.
But
Well,
first things first.
Yeah,
I agree.
let's why don't we let your boy Rocky out for a little while, but
Yes.
make it very
Let's.
clear to him that we don't have any more invisibility
Rocky, I'm
potions.
already.
Yeah, she's not even listening to Glastoc anymore. She's
I'm
already
excited.
undoing the latches and
What?
The box pops in. The door doesn't open. You don't hear a click.
Oh, that's not good.
I knock.
Nothing.
I give Glastoc a look. I'm like, he's probably sleeping.
No, he might still be out of it because of what happened in the library.
Oh, yeah, that was messed up. He might be. And I kind of like open the door. I'm like, Rocky.
It's locked.
Oh, locked from the inside.
It's
Oh,
locked
that's
from
good.
the inside.
Did not know he could lock it from the inside. That's a new one. Okay.
It is
Well, what do you-
locked
Shit.
from the inside.
The hell should we do? Leave him a note? Where does he get off locking us out?
I don't like this.
Give me an
I kinda
insight
like-
check.
I would do the same. Brynn is like desperately trying to believe that it's something innocent, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Oh, that one. I don't know shit.
What? Nat 1? Ooh.
Oh.
Add it to the spreadsheet.
Mark
Welcome
it
back, Brynn.
down.
Yeah. I rolled
Yeah.
a 15.
You rolled a 15?
Yeah.
Glastoc, you get the sense it's unusual for him to lock the door.
Well, I didn't even know he could lock it.
Yeah. But normally you're pretty sure something shook the temple shook him up, and he is like in safe mode right now.
Having a
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you don't think that he is any harm. Like you're because of the wards that were mentioned. Those wards obviously are up, so nothing is getting in, which means he is in there by himself with Squirtle. But which means he is just taking time to himself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of one of those things where you don't know what messed up Faye nightmare he saw.
Right. Tell you what, I'll stay up here for a little while and see if he comes out. You go ahead and, freshen up, do whatever you want to do. If you want to come and check on me later, go ahead. If not, I'll just spend the night up here.
All right. Let me go powder my nose. I'll be back in a few hours.
All right.
And I would like scoot down, and Brynn would honestly probably like take a nap. Honestly, she's been awake
Mm-hmm.
for a while.
20
That's
hours.
on my mind or anything. 20 hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
A nap would really help.
So, Aviro, your bath time. anything special with your bath and room? It goes normal. It's all prepped for you as normal. It's that calming sensation of
Nothing special on his end.
okay. The rest of the evening goes without incident. The Glastoc, in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, you hear the click, and the door kind of and slightly sheepishly, and just cautiously, Rocky steps out of the, and you wake up as he's kind of coming out, and he's kind of sniffing the air, and for a moment or two he's just kind of like processing where he's at, and then you see a shift. Like, okay, he's in a familiar spot. He's in this, and he kind of looks over at you for a second, and kind of and just kind of sits and is kind of looking out. He's not hunting yet, but he's just looking out at the city.
Okay. And he's just sitting there?
He's just sitting there. And
all right.
He's just sitting there looking out at the city.
So Glastoc will kind of sit up and stand up and, stretch a little bit and say, "Hey, Rocky, how you doing, buddy?"
Glastoc, are you okay? Why you sleep here?
Oh, well, we when we brought your box up here, we wanted to let you know it was okay to come out, but you had the door locked on the other side, and we tried knocking and you didn't answer. So, I was worried about you, and Brynn will be up in a little while to check, switch places with me, so we just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Thank you. I needed time. Oh, we're good. Yeah, I just lost your camera for a second there, Jim, but we're back.
Oh, okay.
We're good. And so Rocky's kind of like, Temple showed me something I was not prepared to see. Did not like to see.
Do you want to talk about it?
It won't happen. So I'm okay now. I just needed time. Squirtle helped me a little bit too.
Okay.
He gave me some more knowledge, more language, and he speaks Dwarvish of
Of course he does. Damn Squirtle.
And he's kind of like, Glastoc, I have question.
Yes.
What language should I learn next?
Oh my
Beholder.
Stop!
Oh, beholder.
You have so much power here. Use it for good.
Well, there's an obvious answer, only because I know it'll piss a Vero off. Actually, it'll probably make a Vero excited. Rocky, you've learned Gnomish and you've learned Dwarvish. You know what a Vero would really like you to learn?
What's that?
Elvish.
Oh. That's a good way. I could talk to a Vero and maybe Brynn too.
Oh, yeah. No, that would be great. They would love that.
Thank you, Raiders. Oh my gosh.
Raiders.
119. Thank you for the raid.
Yay!
Thank you.
Raiders.
Welcome. We are just having a scene of our wyrmling black dragon talking to our sorcerer fighter. Dwarf.
Yeah.
So Warrior, yes.
Warrior.
So
Get it right.
I should. So Elvish, huh? It would be good to speak to a Vero in his native tongue someday.
Yes,
It would be fun too.
Yes, he would
thoroughly
enjoy that.
Okay, thank you very much. I will think about that.
Okay.
I'm not going to. Yes.
Oh, I was just going to say, if you're going to go hunting tonight, I'm sorry, but I'm all out of the invisibility potions. I need to go get you more.
No hunt tonight. I'm not going to go hunt tonight. I'm just getting fresh air, and then I'm going to go back in.
Okay, that's great. I I will need a little bit more of the money to pay for the rest of your ring. That should be ready
Oh.
very, very soon.
Yes. Okay. Do you need tonight or tomorrow?
Oh, no, not until tomorrow. Maybe not even until the day after that.
I will have it set up tomorrow.
Okay.
I will I will have it on at the door, so you
Okay.
can open the door and then come in and pick it up. I might be sleeping at the time.
Okay. No,
I
that,
would
that
leave
works.
it there for you.
That works. Hey, do you want me to go get Brynn for you? So you want to talk to Brynn?
Not. It's okay. She can.
Okay.
She has friends.
No, no, not right now. Brynn's by herself right now.
Do you know about friend?
Yeah, I know of friend. Yes.
Who is friend?
He's an old friend of Brynn's from when they were younger. They had a lot of catching up to do.
Do you know name?
No, I didn't catch his name.
You get me name.
Oh my God! Stop. It's like my big brother.
Okay, well,
He treats her bad. I eat him.
I don't think he's treating her bad.
And we broke Carrie.
I came back with a little touch of something. That got me good.
Okay.
You're not
If
really
you
right.
say, I trust you, Glastoc, and Arivo, and Brynn. So,
Hey, we should have a side of beef for you that I can leave inside the door tomorrow morning.
okay, I've set money also. You'll see 2 piles.
Okay.
You hear a clinking and clattering. It sounds like glass clinking together, and you hear Glastoc. The bartender was just telling me that there's a new house ale that he just got in today, and I figured I would bring it up so we could try it. And Brynn is like
Speak of the devil.
precariously holding like 2 mugs.
All right.
And then like a
Glastoc
bottle.
reaches over and grabs Brynn and pulls her up.
Thank you. Oh, Rocky, you came out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Is everything okay? I'm kind of looking back
Yes.
and forth between the 2 of them.
Oh no, everything's great.
And he's intently looking at you, like looking you over, as if he's looking for wounds or something bad, like if you've been mistreated. He's like looking at you, going,
Only emotionally, buddy.
and he kind of comes up and starts sniffing you a little bit. He's like,
Only on the
What
inside.
are you doing? Stop it. And I give him his good scritchers under the chin like you like.
and he looks back at Glastoc. I have scent now.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
As Glastoc takes the mug from Brynn and leans over real cautiously and kind of whispers in her ear.
and as this
says,
is happening, he gives Brynn a look. Good night, and goes back into his box.
okay. Yeah. Good night, Rocky.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Is everything? And I look at Glass. Is everything okay with him?
Oh yeah, he's fine. He just he got a little shook up after what happened inside of the library, and
Yeah.
he was a little cautious coming out. But
Yeah.
well, we had a nice little talk. But yeah,
good.
he's really worried about you.
Why?
Oh, your guest the other night.
No.
He has the impression that he was hurting you.
Oh.
And at that point, Arivo climbs up. Oh, what are we laughing at?
I didn't think we were that loud. Well,
Apparently,
anyway.
you were.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So-
yeah. So when he's talking about getting a scent,
It's his.
yeah.
Oh no.
Who's getting a scent?
Rocky.
Rocky, yeah, he's playing the big brother card on Brynn right now.
For
Yeah,
what?
he's basically threatened to eat him if he does anything to you.
Eat who?
Well,
And
I'm very
that-
confused.
That's when Glastoc takes his beer and he turns to Arivo and says, "Well, your turn to watch the box." And goes downstairs.
That's what I
Goes to
came.
his
That's what I
bed.
came up. Oh, bye.
Thank you, Vero. I
course.
before Brynn climbs down, Glastoc, I assume, goes first. And before Brynn climbs down, she's
Yeah.
like, "Do you need anything to watch the books?"
Oh, me. Oh, no. Thank you. No, I'm all right. Thanks though.
Have you eaten? Did you need me to bring up
course.
your dinner or something?
No, I just popped downstairs. No, I'm everything's great. Yes,
Okay.
I've got my parchment. I've got my spell book, and I'm just ready to sit and study. Matt, would you like to know what I'm interested in studying this evening? It's actually quite simple. It's while we were inside the temple, I noticed this lovely aura, and I was very concerned about it. And I didn't know exactly what it was, so I thought. And where are you going? All right, well, good night.
But by the time Vero says that, Brynn is like already like, and then just kind of goes boom. It's
Yep.
gone.
Awesome.
She was already halfway down. As soon as she
Yeah,
started
yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Like very slowly back away.
Nice. So the rest of the evening goes without incident. No issues, no anything else. The sun comes up. The morning, the birds, the chirping. Avira, do you stay up here all night or do you go back to your room?
I mean, I did my 4 hours.
Yeah. I mean,
I did it before I
he's
came up
in the
because.
box. I mean, so he's not coming. So you can go back to your room and instead of being on top.
Oh, sure. All right. I'll grab the box and
Okay.
and levitate. I'll put it on my back and levitate myself, and I'll get
you
back
go
in.
back to your room. Everyone gets a good
Yep.
night's sleep. You get your 5th level. So now you're officially level 5. The morning comes, and this is the morning where you're supposed to meet. You're supposed to leave. It's going to take you a few hours to be able to get to where you need to go.
Mhm.
Most of the day. So it's like by the end of the day, your travel time, you should be able to get there. But you go down for breakfast because that's your normal process for your breakfast and stuff like that. Anything else? Anything special that you're doing for breakfast?
It is pretty much known that like the plan is that we're eating and we're out the door, right? Like that's
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
So as you are finishing up breakfast, you notice suddenly 3 city guard walk in.
As we leave or as we're eating
As
breakfast?
you were just finishing up breakfast, the 3 kind of guard comes in, and 2 of them are standing by the door, and one goes up to the bartender. And he's like, "Oi, keeper, what are you doing?" He's like, yeah. What do you need? I understand that Avira Stillborn is here somewhere. We need
Is he being very loud?
Yeah, he's being very loud. We need to have a questioning him.
I'm right here.
Oh,
And
no.
he turns around. Avira
yes,
Stillborn, is that you?
Yes, indeed. Well, how can I help you, officer?
We've got some questions for you concerning
Of course.
a murder.
Have a seat. I don't know much about any murder, but please have a seat. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Excellent. Do you want to come down to the station to
No,
speak with us?
he
or-
does.
No, we're right here. Why would I have to leave? We're right here, right now. Let's do the. Have a seat, gentlemen.
If you'd like to, and he kind of looks over at the bartender and the owner. He's like, kind of motions like, all right. And there's a few patrons in the tavern too that are eating, and all of a sudden they kind of stop, kind of look. They look at each other, and they're just got this. They've got the gossip look of like they're just looking at you while eating and listening. Of like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Avira will even mage hand the chair out for the captain who's coming over.
He
so
kind
he can-
of like, and kind of sits down. He's like, all right, for the record, please state your name.
Your name.
No, what is your name? Why are you playing games with me?
You said state your name, so I did. I said your name. My name is Avira Starborn. You already know this. You came in here looking for me.
It's for the official records, and he's kind of for the witnessing. I need to know who you are. That's part of this investigation.
I'm Avira Starborn. You already know who I am, sir.
What do
Gods.
Well, question I have for you is, are you
Yes.
aware of a nobleman's death recently?
No, sir, I'm not.
Where have you been in the last? And he mentions 5 days ago in the evening. Where were you?
5 days ago in the evening.
You would have been at the wicked goat here.
I was here 5 days ago in the evening. Although really, for me, it was only about 2 days. Really, only about a day and a half. See, we've been out in a weird sort of time-shifted field where we got
Glastoc elbows
teleported.
Vero.
But he asked.
Just answer the questions as straightforward as possible.
I am being very clear.
And to be clear, you two here, and he looks over at Glastoc, and your names are?
This is Brynn Broadriver, and this is Glastoc Steelcloak. They're my companions. We are the natural ones.
Yes.
He can answer the questions however he wants. We're accommodating you. And I look at the guards.
He kind of gives you a stern little eye for a second. He's like, So, Avera Starborn, you're an adventuring group, and 5 days ago you were here. And,
yes, right here.
And do you have an alibi or any witnesses to indicate that you are here?
Well, you see, that bartender there, he was serving us, and as was the cook in the back sauce, and that gentleman, and that gentleman, and that woman, and that half-elf, and that gentleman were all here as well.
I see.
And they can all, excuse me, sir, Mr. Half-Elf. Yes, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. You saw us here 5 days ago, correct? Yes, see, he says he saw.
Yeah, I saw you, and you had the napkin in your hand.
What napkin? The one where I was eating with?
The white handkerchief with blood on it.
I don't know what you're referring to, sir.
Yes, we've had a few eyewitnesses indicate that you had a possession of a napkin with a embroidered name on it.
No.
And it appears that it was possibly with blood on it, and it could be the nobleman's handkerchief since it was missing.
Gentlemen, I can tell you with absolute surety, never in my life have I had a bloody handkerchief with a gentleman's name embroidered on it.
Or initials?
No.
Give me a deception check, please.
11.
Really?
Can I aid? Can I aid him or something?
Not yet, but you will.
Dang it.
In the next round, you will. Really? It's hard to believe when we have an eyewitness indicating that you had it in your hand. That was
What
sitting
eyewitnesses?
over there.
What eyewitness?
We had an eyewitness in the tavern that said...
Especially, Jay, because you told me that because I mage handed it over, no one saw it.
No. What I said was no one saw you put it in the fire.
Oh.
But when you walked down with it,
I see.
and you even said, I found this bloody handkerchief.
I didn't.
You did
No, I
announce
did
it
not.
to the entire...
I walked down and said, ew, and
Yes,
I dropped
you said,
it.
ew, and you dropped it. And I rolled a nat 20 on someone's perception.
All right, fair enough.
And that's
Fair
why
enough.
He
all this
remembers
is
the
happening.
numbers, dude. Don't
But it-
fight
fair
him.
enough.
But in all actuality, he is telling the truth. He's never actually touched it. He's been mage handing it.
That is
Yeah, that's
true. Roll with advantage. Roll it again.
Hey!
All right, I'm
That
gonna
is
roll a
the
real.
truth. Roll it
I'm
again.
gonna roll a real die this time. Oh no. So the 11 is still better.
Okay. And so he's kind of looking at you. So you know nothing about a murder or a
I don't-
bloody handkerchief with the initials RP on it.
No, sir. I certainly know nothing about the murder. Absolutely not. No.
How about you two? Anything?
No.
Nope.
We've been busy. We were just helping the Temple of Mistra.
Yes.
And I understand there's a commendation in your name at the Conventioners Guild for
A
it.
commendation? Are we going to get an award? That's wonderful. That was a great surprise party.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're investigating him for being a murderer for some noble that we don't know, yet you know of the fact that he just got a commendation from the Adventurers Guild for helping out the Temple of Mistra. Now, does that sound like something that a murderer would be doing?
A
Is aiding
smart
the
and
temple?
clever one might be, because it
Wait.
happened right before.
Glastoc, what do you? They think I'm the murderer? Why would you? Me?
And then
My good man.
I look at the captain or sergeant, whoever this guy is, and then I look at Aviro, and then I look at myself and I say, let's be honest. If one of us was going to be a murderer, do you think it would be him? And I pointed at Aviro.
Could be a clever disguise.
He's not even armed.
Doesn't a bloody handkerchief with the noble's initials seem a little on the nose to you? Why
Yes, it
the
would be.
hell would he keep something like that?
Why do serial killers keep any trophies?
Does
wait,
he look like a
wait.
serial
And now you're
killer?
calling him a serial killer?
Friend, your fuse is short. Do you have any other questions for my friend? If not, I suggest you let us finish our breakfast and go on with today's charity work that we have on the docket.
Yeah, we have some business that we need to take care of, and you're preventing us from doing it.
What part of business is this?
Well,
None
you
of
see,
your
there's a-
business. Our business. And I whap a Vero on the chest. Sorry.
Clearly.
I didn't mean to be a table captain.
Sorry.
Clearly.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Fine. Just noted that you're a little stillborn. We'll be watching you if any more infractions in the city occur. Your name
What
will be what. If you have any more infractions in the city.
My good man, I've yet to have an infraction.
Now this is now.
Therefore, it can't be any more. It would have to be any.
Kind of gets up, doesn't say a word, moves towards the guards that are at the door, and just kind of looks back. Natural one. And then just leaves.
Piece of
Okay.
shit.
He downs his tea.
Breathe. Just breathe.
I'm going to need another one of these for the road, please. Yes, thank you. Can you make it a double? Thank you.
Vero,
Yes.
I feel like I owe you at least a short version of an explanation.
I'm sorry, what?
So the friend of mine has some nefarious ties, unfortunately.
The
And
friend
before
of
he-
Oh.
Yeah, he
The one I
was-
sent the breakfast. I mean, the
yeah, him.
morning you were very hungry.
Yes, that morning.
Yes.
He has some ties from his past that, well, long story short, he was hired to first kill us and then frame us for various terrible crimes. Apparently, you drew the short straw and got murder. So
And that's your friend.
it was before he knew that I was with you. Shush. It was before he knew that I was with you. And once he found out, never again. And he apologized. He felt terrible.
He's yet to apologize to me.
Which is a lie. No, he hasn't. He had to kind of beat feet in a hurry. But
After I sent him breakfast.
he really liked it, if that helps.
Well, that's good. It is.
He's a big
Very
egg
good.
guy. Yeah. So anyway, that's why this whole thing is happening, and I'm very sorry, but that's it.
All right. I forgive you.
Thank you, Aviro.
You're welcome. That's what
Hmm.
teammates do, apparently. That's what my sister said.
Oh. Brynn doesn't show it, but she finds that really super charming and sweet. And then she's like, well, let's finish our breakfast. And Brynn just goes and like finishes whatever food, and then like grabs like the very hard roll and is like, shall we finish it up on the road? And then like starts to head out, like really hurrying the guys along to get on our way.
Oh yeah, let's. Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a good 8 hours of travel to be able to get to where you're supposed to meet up. You get all your equipment together, and you start heading down the road through the city. And again, it's in the morning, so the sights and the sounds and the smells of the city of Saltmarsh, of being an ocean commerce town or city, with the high buildings, and the markets are opening up. The smell of fish is there. People are cleaning the streets. The dung sweepers are coming in. Shops are starting to open up. You walk past Radek general store, and
Does that mean we walk past the curio shop?
eventually, yes, you will be walking potentially past the curio shop.
Oh, 1 moment. I just
But
real
before
quick.
the curio shop, as you're walking past
Okay.
Radek kind of sees you and waves at you, and then there's the young man that's sitting there, kind of brewing, kind of sees you and turns around and starts walking inside again, and Radek's just like, man, good day, have fun.
Hello, very nice gentleman.
Give him the wave, and
And you make your way through the town. You can see the sun and the ships coming in. And there's
the curio shop. Pardon me. I'm just gonna. I'll be right back.
Shop,
and Vero pops in. Hello, my name is Vero Starborn. I'm waiting on a hat wizardry. I was just wondering if has it arrived yet. I'm very excited. Has it arrived? Could it have arrived? Maybe it's arrived. Maybe. Yes. Hello. Hi. I'm tomorrow. All right. Thank you. I'll be back. You'll see me at what time do you open? 10 o'clock. Thank you. I'll be right. You'll see me then. Goodbye. And he out the door.
And it's like 7 a.m. and they said 10. Or 7, 8.
Yeah.
They probably weren't open, but the door was unlocked, and you just
somebody was out. Somebody was outside sweeping or whatever.
Kind of organizing it.
Yeah, sweeping the dust out the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming tomorrow. My hat's coming tomorrow. I'm very excited.
The one with the stars.
Well, it won't have stars quite yet, but yes.
That's exciting. Congratulations. I'm very excited
I'm
for
very,
you.
very excited. Yes. All right, off we go.
So, as you make your way finally through town, you're going through the archway of leaving the city. You've got the town guards there. Some other adventurers are kind of heading out as well. You've got a caravan that's trying to come in. It's so, I mean, like I said, traffic is it's a morning traffic. It's a little heavier than normal. But as you make your way down and out of town and towards the swampy area, towards the vineyard that you're supposed to be going to, and you're supposed to meet up a little bit further down. Like I said, a good 6-8 hours are kind of going by. Nothing out of the ordinary. Like I said, traffic is starting to get busier. People are kind of coming back and forth. You see the caravans that are coming from the coming from the northwest, kind of come, because you kind of go west and then you kind of head north a little bit, and then you're kind of going back up to the west because it's kind of that curvy thing, kind of that curve. And there's the city that's to the north west, Burle, B-U-R-L-E, is, like I said, it's a major travel. You can, as you're passing, you see a big temple or a tower, a big tower on the coast. It's an old ruined tower that you've seen multiple times by leaving the path that you're kind of going. There's a history of that tower as an old wizard's tower that is ruined, that some adventurers go and search for different hidden things. It's been picked away, but there's still some interesting things about it. You pass the vineyard.
I'm sure Vero's giving us the history of it as we walk by.
Yeah.
Actually,
like those headphones you wear at a museum.
So it's a 25 on a history check.
Oh
God.
This is the Tower of Xenopus. Zenopus.
Well, that's the Tower of Xenopus. I don't know if you are familiar with the history of the Tower of Xenopus. Xenopus was a
I look uncomfortably at Glastoc.
And
But
I just keep walking forward.
Vero, you know that there was some additional history several 100 years ago or so, maybe 125 years ago. There was rumors, or there was a great battle. Supposedly a wizard named Kellic was a famous wizard from back when when it was just a village that grew up, and it turned out that he was a very bad wizard, but he supposedly took up residence in the temple after he got removed from the town by some adventurers.
In the temple or in the tower we're
I'm
passing?
sorry, in the tower.
Okay.
He did a whole bunch of stuff in the ruins, and then supposedly there's a lot of magic there, and you know the description of this particular individual too. Do you share that description?
Oh, of course.
Brynn?
He is a stream of consciousness telling every single fact and
As
figure.
Amira was describing this wizard,
Mhm.
it looks like the wizard is sitting at the table with the alchemist. It to
They
a T. But the wizard of history, this was 150 years ago to 100 years ago that this wizard was in the village in the town.
Wait a minute, but isn't that the wizard that I offered a glass of wine to?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
early on?
Yes.
So I would know that it was him, because if I know the description of him.
Yes, and then it finally dawned on you as you're talking about the description. It's like it
You know what?
gives him to a T.
I think I've spoken with that gentleman.
Me too.
You too? When did you see him?
Recently, Glastoc and I were leaving, and he was looking at us funny. So I went over and talked to him, and it was not a pleasant conversation. It was the guy that you bought a drink for, like the first
Indeed.
night we were here.
Yes, he was quite a pleasant fellow. I thought.
No, he is not.
Really? I'm so sorry.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Next time I see him, I'll put in a good word for you, and we'll find out what's exactly is going on.
I think, yeah, he's the one that's trying to kill us and frame you for murder.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Right? No?
Nope, sorry. Technical difficulty.
Oh, no.
Yes, we just had a technical. I have a technical difficulty. My cameras just went off.
All of them?
Nope. We're gonna go to a quick break while I figure out what happened to our cameras. So
Okay.
we'll be right back. welcome. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulties. Cameras went blah. But we are back, and we are working fine again. So we're going to pick back up as Arivo is describing the history of Saltmarsh and this particular tower and some of the connections and some of the people that look like they've met before. And Arivo, you've made some interesting realizations too.
Well, it's fascinating that I believe I've spoken with that wizard Kellic. You know, he's a known associate at the time. The two of them, it's almost like they were roommates of the alchemist McAllister, as I recall.
And Carrie, I messed up.
Mm-hmm.
What the knowledge that you know that Tib told you? McAllister was the name of the individual that hired him.
Okay. Yikes. Okay. Yeah.
Intriguing. Well.
Vero, that's who hired my friend to frame you for murder.
Who?
McAllister.
McAllister? The wizard
Is it McAllister or Mallister?
It's McAllister.
It's the M, not
McAllister is the freaking Home Alone kid.
Yeah.
Pick one, Jay. You've said three things.
Oh my god.
Which one is it?
So it is the
No, it's okay.
The alchemist Mallister is the one that Tib said that hired. That Mallister is family has a haunted house outside of town.
Gotcha. Do I know that? Do I know about the haunted house?
Yes, you do know about the haunted house because
they also have a haunted. They also seem to have a family residence, which is haunted, as I seem to recall. Hang on. And he minor conjurations the history book, and he's looking it up. Yes, right here. It says it's interesting. Oh my. Did you know? And he starts to spout off.
But the thing that's troubling you, Arivo, Mallister, and the wizard, and then the alchemist Mallister, and the wizard Kellic. Kellic are from 150 years ago to 100 years ago. Kellic was a wizard in the village of Saltmarsh that heroes prevented, and then he moved over after getting some issues, moved and set up residence in the tower of Xenopus, but then was defeated by some additional adventurers, and no one's really seen him. The alchemist Mallister built the house outside of town, and then over the years, 100 years ago or so, lost contact. No one knows what happened to him, disappeared, and then the family, like I said. But you've met an alchemist, or actually Brynn has met the alchemist and the wizard before you went to the temple that matched the description.
Gotcha. He'll just read out the entry in the book as they're walking. He'll just read it out loud, whether they want him to or not.
That's the same guy.
Intriguing. He was a human. Kellic is a human.
Yeah, he's a human.
The wizard.
Yes, well,
good for him. Magic, my dear. Magic. Clearly.
Well, it doesn't happen that often.
It does.
Then where are all the other 150-year-old sons of bitches?
Well, let's see. Kelvin Blackstaff's currently in Waterdeep, and Elminster. I'm not entirely sure where Elminster is at the moment. However, he wanders about where he goes, and he names like three other.
I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah.
Well, we have other work to do, but in the meantime, we should keep our eyes on that one. He's clearly out to get us.
I don't understand why. We've not done anything.
Yeah, we haven't. He seemed dead set on talking to Rocky, though.
Oh, well, it's a good thing he hasn't then, isn't it?
Yep. Let's continue on our journey. Glastoc, which way?
This way. In fact, you know what? I'm going to use my What's the lantern I have that lets me go in the direction I want to go in?
Mm-hmm.
The Wayfarer's lantern, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Start using some magic items. Nice.
Yep.
Yay.
So as you are you travel, it's gonna get around dinner time. You're gonna where the meat location was that you're supposed to meet, outside of away from the vineyard, but far enough in towards the swamp a little bit that you kind of agreed to meet. And you get there, and nothing. Like I said, you just kind of search around and
No signs of any camp or anything?
no.
Are we sure that we are at exactly where like their camp was before?
Yep, the
Okay.
exact location, the exact like everything that you agreed to be, and you've got the 10,000 gold in your pack too for this.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
Rockies.
I thought it was 1,500
Oh,
or something like that. The money to
that's
pay
right,
her.
1,500. Yes, to pay her 1,500.
Because because he offered us 500 apiece, and I
That's
said
right.
that'll pay for her.
Yep.
So, okay.
So, but yeah, there's no sign of any activity for the last few days in the area.
When does the week run out? Like, is there still there's still time before then?
2 days.
Okay.
Run out.
Well, maybe they went to go to get supplies or hunting or something. Or perhaps they're further in on the property. Shall we go have a look?
Yeah.
Give me a
I think we
survival
should just
check.
keep. I'll do
Everyone
the
can
same.
give me a survival check to kind of look around and.
Brynn has the one
That's the
trinket
thing.
or whatever. Yeah.
I got an 11.
4 and 11. Okay.
17.
Nice.
Thank
Oh.
So as you're kind of looking around, you don't, like I said, no one has been in the area for a couple of days. And the last time that you even saw something there was probably a campfire relatively close by. But the tracks that you do find are 3 days old. And you see a group of adventurer boots or something like they're not your military boots, but they appear to be kind of soldiers and or like an adventuring group that was traveling kind of that would kind of travel close to this direction, but didn't get close to here, but then moved off towards the northwest a little bit, like towards the city. What you do pick up is they appear to have stopped, like they were looking for something.
Oh no. Do you suppose that what's his rich face hired
Ambermead.
somebody? Yeah, Ambermead
Came out here.
hired somebody to come out here and get her after we were sneaking around?
It's a possibility.
Is there any trace of like a struggle or a fight or
Not
blood
here.
or
Not
No.
here, no. But the tracks do lead
Here.
off that you could
Oh.
potentially follow.
Yeah, let's head that way.
It's
Right.
going to be getting close to dark soon, so
yeah?
Okay.
We should.
Yeah, we'll go as far as we
Let's
can
walk
until it
away
gets dark.
and then make
Yeah.
camp. Yeah.
give me another survival check, please.
Carrie, remember Brynn's got that trinket that helps with her survival checks.
Thank you. I don't remember what it is. Oh, yeah. Never mind. But wasn't that temporary or no?
Oh,
That was a magic item,
yeah.
I thought,
Okay. I will have to look through my notes.
because you attuned to it, didn't you?
Yeah, because you have used it already.
Okay. 3. Which is a nat 1, by the way, added to the spreadsheet.
Another
But it's a
nat
3
1.
total.
You've had 3
Wait,
nat
does-
ones?
Just
Doesn't
one.
it give you advantage?
Yeah,
I thought
that-
it gave me a +2.
Well,
Oh,
I,
it'll give you
ro-
a +2. Oh.
I rolled a 17 again.
okay.
Congratulations.
Glad one of us didn't fly off to France and drink a bunch
Yeah.
of wine and can't roll.
I'm
back
really
anymore.
sorry.
Just for
Brynn's just
Well-
a read.
just for
No lies
clarification,
detected.
Carrie, how many nat ones have you rolled tonight?
2.
Okay, just for the clarifying.
2.
All right, just 2.
Just the 2.
Let's see. Yes, you have advantage on wisdom survival checks with the icon of the Talon because of
Then
the
never.
yeah.
Then let's see if it happens. Okay. Well, then in that case, it's a 15 and scratch the nat 1.
I will scratch the
From
nat
the-
1. Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
Yes, and then
Thanks, guys.
you can throw lava lightning bolt if you want from that.
I lava lightning bolt straight into the sky as though I'm in ABBA.
Okay.
Well,
You're,
wow, that was rather impressive.
Thank
Really
you.
Don't want to do that too many times. Thought that only had a limited number of
It
charges.
did.
There's so much for that.
So
It was cool. It looked cool.
So you kind of were in this area on the Roll20 map of kind of where you're meeting, but you saw the tracks that are kind of coming from this direction. So you camp, you find a good camping spot, and you kind of find where you're at. And the tracks kind of lead off to this direction over here, which which tomorrow morning you can travel, no problem. But before we get to that, who would like to roll a D20 for me?
Not Carrie.
Just a straight
Not
D20. Straight D20.
I already was going to say not it. I am well aware.
I'll do it.
Yeah, let Jeff do it.
It's a 19.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, boy.
Good roll, Jeff.
No
Thank
issues
you.
at the night. All is good. No.
Oh.
Yes.
So as we are stopping to set up camp, as people are getting things up, you just notice that Aviro starts casting a spell, and for 10 minutes, Aviro is casting a spell.
Oh yes.
Yeah, right as everyone is kind of starting to get ready and is just about to go to sleep. So it takes about 10 minutes. So let me know when 10 minutes of game
10
time
minutes
has
is
elapsed.
up. 10 minutes.
Oh, so right before, so Aviro, you just see him furiously scribbling. Says, "All right, well, enjoy your evening. If you need me, I'll be in the inn." And he finishes casting Galder's Tower, and a 2-story stone tower appears.
His third level spell.
Third level
To which he-
spell.
To which,
Who had the pole?
to which,
I imagine Brynn has just finished setting up the tent and it was like a big jazz, like, oh, well, I did it.
right. Well, good evening, and then he goes inside. Click. If
And he can
Enjoy-
cast it as a ritual, so he can do it anytime he wants.
no, it's not a ritual. I had to
Oh, is
actually
it?
spell it, but it just
Oh,
takes
okay.
10 minutes to
Okay.
cast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he reset. I'm sorry. Everyone having a good evening? Do you need anything? I have a washroom. If anyone needs a washroom.
Are we welcome at the inn?
If you like. I just assumed you enjoyed sleeping, out in this. Would you like to? There's 2 floors. One has got. There's 3 beds in here, and there's a washroom with do you need?
That would be delightful. Thank you, my good friend.
Yes. Well, all right. Well, that's let me know. So do you want to hear the description of this of the
Please.
spell?
I would
please.
love to hear that.
You conjure a 2-story tower made of stone, wood, or similarly sturdy material. The tower can be round or square. It's square. Each level of the tower is 10 feet tall and has an area up to 100 square feet. Access between levels consists of a simple ladder and a hatch. Each level takes one of the following forms chosen by you when you cast the spell. Should I surprise you with what the levels can be?
Oh,
I'll just
please do.
surprise you. All right, I'll just surprise you. One can be a bedroom and one can be a restroom. The interior of the tower is warm and dry, regardless of the conditions outside. Any equipment or furnishings conjured with the tower dissipate into smoke if removed from it. At the end of the spell's duration, all creatures and objects within the tower that were not created by the spell appear safely on the ground outside, and all traces of the tower disappear. You can cast the spell again while it is active to maintain the tower's existence for another 24 hours, and you can create a permanent tower by casting the spell in the same location, in the same configuration every day for 1 year.
Wow.
And if I cast it at higher levels, it gets more floors.
So basically, he can make himself a 1-bedroom house.
Every day.
And
Every
never has to
day.
sleep without a bed or a washroom ever
That
again.
is so very in character. Jay, outside of game, I think he should be awarded an inspiration
Oh,
point.
definitely.
Just
He
because
just used
that
the
that
first-
selection.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is inspiration beyond. That's true character and it's true of Vero.
He could have chosen an offensive spell, but
Mm-hmm.
he's a Vero.
He is a Vero.
So
And
Vero
he
the
took
hero.
the hotel.
He took the
The
hotel spell.
hotel.
Yes, he took the
Love
hotel
it.
spell.
Glastoc, are you coming in or are you staying out here?
No, please, no, just no.
All
You
right.
hear from
Clunk.
you hear from
That's
inside.
it.
Glastoc, it really is delightful.
They're very comfortable beds.
Yeah, but there's only one.
No, there's three.
No, it's one per floor.
I know,
The
but I'm saying
bedroom.
that there's three, but there's no other there's just 3 beds and no dressers.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. No, it's
I'm conjuring.
okay.
I'm
Brynn is
changing.
inside in a smoking jacket with a snifter of brandy, just having a grand old time.
Glastock staying outside with the box and letting it in just in case Rocky decides he wants to get out. So
Rocky, I think Rocky's gonna go hunting that night.
Yeah.
So, and he sees the tower. He's like, "Oh, who conjured? Where'd tower come from?
oh, that's Vero's new party trick.
Oh, he getting good magic. Yes."
Yeah, well, I wish he would be able
And
to
he
cast
flies up to the
Fireball, but,
top of it, and he's kind of looking around. He's checking out the tower.
Ooh.
He's definitely checking out the tower for a good 2 hours, and then he goes off and hunts.
Wow.
Yeah,
He checks the tower out for 2 hours.
Yes.
Holy crap!
He checks it out for
He
2
knows
hours.
every brick. He's so thorough.
This is magic. So he's in, and it's Severo's magic. So he's intense about studying this. I mean, the floors at the top, yeah, everything.
From inside, you hear, "Look, Brynn, there's a sauna."
Oh, great. I'm really coming around to this hotel.
Hotel Starborn.
Like, seriously, screw tents. That's bullshit.
Which is what I've been saying since the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
So the evening goes without incident. Everything is good. Glastoc, Rocky comes back. He gets a good in the morning. You get a good night's sleep. There's no issues. There's a tower which can be seen, but right now the morning comes. You have breakfast, and you start off looking. It's going to take you about 2 hours to track down. Or to follow those tracks a little bit before you get to the other city. So I need another survival check, please. And Brynn, remember you have advantage on.
Thank you. 19.
19.
I only rolled a 9 this time.
Okay.
I didn't roll.
Okay. So now that you see the tracks a little bit and the weather's been good, as you're getting closer, you notice it before you even get that behind some trees and some bushes, you see a body.
Oh, no.
And you see a lizard, a monitor lizard.
Oh. Oh.
And as you get
Shit.
closer, the sitting up wounded is the ranger. Barely, he doesn't appear to be conscious, and he's just kind of sitting there, just cut up. And he's been attacked. He's got an arrow in him. He's got a piercing wound on his, several piercing wounds. There's some bludgeoning, like he's been punched and just beat up, and he's last leg. He's unconscious. He's just failed the death save.
Okay, I go up and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Nice. Good.
So he's kind of sitting there. Some of the healing starts to come back, and he's still out because it's and the way you look at him, he's been here for days.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably been like this for 3 days, if 3 to 4 days.
I like crouch down to him, and he's like, I kind of like tap him on the cheek a little bit, like to see if I can kind of like.
And over time, he kind of eventually kind of opens one eye, and he's kind of like,
Who did this?
don't know. The adventurers.
What did they look like?
Doc. Snuck in pretty well. Got 1 or 2 of them, but well,
You said you got 1 or 2 of them?
as are figured out what they snuck in pretty well. But I got some arrows off on 1 or 2 of them. So fortunately, yeah, they overpowered us. So.
Did they say anything? Did they want money? Did they?
Money? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they just said thank you. All they said.
Were they here to kill you both, or just? And I kind of nod over at her.
Her body's not there.
Her body's not there. It's just the lizard.
It's a lizard, and then him. But there's a string of blood that you can see being taken off the distance.
Did they kill her or no?
Probably dead.
I kind of look at Glastoc and Arivo uncomfortably. Like, well, what about you? What the hell did you do to stop it?
My best. When it's 6-1, it's not very fair.
How long ago? How many days?
4 days. They're led by a ranger.
What did the ranger look like?
Doc. But he's a ranger because he snuck up on me well. The tracks are really good. Not tracks that I can see. Even here. And that's one thing you do notice. The tracks lead up here. There's no tracks lead.
Wow.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if there was any kind of dimensional gate residue?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
Nice.
16.
No. Except there was you get the hint of divine magic, as if something was covering the tracks, or just kind of whisked the tracks away. Maybe a pass without trace or something like that.
I don't know. It's divine magic. It makes no sense to me.
I kind of look over my shoulder. I'm like, Glastoc, is he going to live?
Yeah, he'll live.
He'll live. Yeah, he just, you did bring him back from the brink, but he's just kind of like.
I offer him my health potion.
Kind of you.
So he now has my health potion.
Yeah.
And I give him half of the really, really hard bread that I took from the inn this morning that I never actually ate.
Okay. It was, the day before. So I was like, all right. Nothing you can do now then. Yes.
Oh, we're going. You said there was a trail of blood.
There's a trail of blood, and then it stopped.
It stops.
And there's nothing there. And that's when you're pretty sure that magic covered it all up.
Man.
I'm comfortable where I'm at. No need more. Done.
How far away have we traveled from where we camped?
Less than 2 hours.
Okay. And so there is roughly 12 hours left on that spell. Mm-hmm. So I tell him, if you need a place to lay up, go back to the vineyard. Should be a tower there for another 12 hours that I conjured. It's
Okay.
very, very nice.
Most likely it is, but nature's more my gig. I've got
All right.
one of my lizards is coming back, bringing some help. Should be here soon. Not much you can do anymore. Done kind of enough, but that's your fault, I guess.
Did they have any symbols, holy symbols, or symbols on their vestments, anything like that?
They're good. They're good. Definitely purposed. Don't know if they're bandits or don't think they were.
Okay, I have a question. Feel free to say you don't know. Does the like poof in and out nature of this kind of ring a bell for Brynn as far as like what she has seen?
It's more
or is it something
like
different?
it's a divine cover up. So like pass
Okay.
without a trace. So it's
Yeah.
Okay.
clearly someone who's casting pass without a trace. So there's no trace of what they are. So they covered their tracks.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's no way of tracking them down once they've had it. And like I said, it's been a few days, so it's been the trail is just it's cold. It's completely cold. So
I bet it's not. Glastoc puts the box down and has it get bigger and knocks on it. Rocky?
you're a slight. And the ranger is like, what are you doing? Strange. And then the door kind of opens up and Rocky kind of comes out. And the ranger sees him.
And remembers him
And he's
from
like,
the last time.
what the hell?
No. Just sit there for a second. Rocky, we need you to help us find somebody.
Yeah. You need me find someone.
Yeah.
What do you need find?
We need to find a woman that was traveling with this ranger and he was beaten up by some guys. Can you sniff him and get the scent of the guys who beat him up?
Maybe. Let me see. And Rocky just kind of comes in and is, and the guy's like earful right now.
Right. And I turn to the ranger and say, just sit still. He's not going to hurt you.
Based off of this D20 roll, we're going to see what happens. He does stand still. With an 11, he's going to allow it, but he is nervous and he is not wanting to. This is not comfortable for him at all.
Oh, I'm sure. It's kind of like having a big German shepherd all of a sudden come up and start sniffing at you.
No, it's like a big crocodile sniffing you.
Well, that too.
And he's like, is this crocodile going to eat him?
Yeah.
Is it sniffing him like Pepper sniffs people?
No, much different. Much different. So Rocky rolls an 18. So he gets a
Oh my
whiff.
God.
He's like, there's ranger, lizard, woman, attacker. Like there are maybe 3-4 attackers.
Okay. Can you tell us which way they went?
And he kind of goes over and where that stops, he's kind of looking around. He sniffs the air a little bit, and he's like, "Magic, no scent, magic cover."
Hey,
I put my hand on Glastoc's shoulder. I'm like, it was a good idea. If Rocky can't find him.
no, but
Lizard eat now?
what?
Dead
No,
lizard.
no. Rocky, it was sentimental to somebody.
Oh, okay. That's why I asked.
Thank you.
Do you need more, or can I go back sleep?
No, you can
Glastoc,
go
what
back
were
to
you about to
sleep.
say?
I was going to say we know which direction they started in.
Yeah.
Generally, if they start in a direction and then they cast the spell, that spell only lasts for a little while. Well,
What if we follow the tracks backwards?
I rolled a 15 Arcana check, Jay.
Okay.
So would we have an idea about how long Pass Without a Trace spell would last?
Briefly, I think based off that spell, let me double check. Let me double check the spell real quick. But I want to say, Pass Without a Trace lasts for an hour, roughly.
Right.
But you're not sure 100%, so it could ask a little bit longer or less, depending on the situation. But roughly an hour. But to be able to go an hour, to go into a direction of it's going to be a full day to like keep going in an hour direction to be able to try to see which direction they may have. But then they could have cast it again, so it could be multiple hours.
Yeah, but
So it would be very time consuming and difficult to be able to try to find them.
okay. Well, let's see. Jim the hiker says in 1 hour when you're carrying packs and stuff like that, you could probably go 3 to 5 miles at most. We know a general direction that they went. How dense is the forest?
It's not too dense. I mean, it's relatively open. So there's little bushes here, and it's grasslands and it's a little swampy with some outcrops of some forests and stuff like that. But it's it's not a set in forest that you're in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they probably would be able to get at least 5 miles out before it wore off.
Oh yeah, very much so, easily.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, and he's like, they're gone. What's in it later? Using that kind of magic. Gone. Nah, she's not going to be.
What would it cost for us to hire you to just kind of keep your ear to the ground?
100 gold.
100 gold, assuming that you probably won't ever hear anything.
She was just a job. Done.
We saved your life.
I'm grateful for that.
What do you say to 50 gold?
Sure, 50.
And if you hear anything, you'll let us know.
Where should I send the letter?
The wicked goat.
Got it. All right. If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
And Brynn would take
he's like, on my word, on my monitors. If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Brynn would take a little pouch off of her belt and toss it to him that has 50 gold in it.
And he's just,
Jackass.
He is.
If you hear anything, send word.
Will do.
Good luck.
Do.
And I kind of
Sorry about your lizard.
Like,
Yes, Brynn?
I just look at the boys and I'm like, well, do we keep after this or do we take care of the alchemist that's after us and hope that he hears something or sees something?
Yeah, there's not much that we can do at this point.
I don't think so either. So go about our business and hope.
Glastoc turns to Aviro. So you want to go check out a haunted house?
Not particularly.
Well, guess what? And
what was the name of that what was the name of that nobleman again?
Ambermead?
Ambermead.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. Okay.
Yeah, so Ambermead is the noble that was all kind of that you blackmailed to keep her quiet. Oh.
You would kind of notice that Brynn seems like disturbed by this whole, like, she seems like really pissed that this wasn't resolved, and like just very, very quiet
Mm-hmm.
as we make our way back to town.
It's gonna take you a good 12 hours to get back to town from where you're at, and based off of it's gonna be relatively close to the road, so you're gonna have to camp for one more night before you can actually get into town later in the morning, if you'd like.
Okay.
I will cast Galder's Tower.
So yeah, so as you are making your way, you get a good night's sleep. Let's see if anything happens during the night. I'm gonna get a D20.
Brynn, are you staying at the inn with me?
Yeah.
All right.
So you're gonna be close enough to the road, no issues. You see some campfires out in the distance a little bit. There's probably some adventurers camping and caravans that are on the way and things of that nature. Glastoc, are you going to be spending the night inside, or are you spending the night outside?
No, he's spending the night outside because Rocky's going to want to take off again.
Rocky actually is kind of looking. Aviro, you said there's a latch at the top of the tower, like a hatch.
It doesn't say. It just says that between levels there is a hatch with it. But sure, there can. I don't see a reason why there couldn't be a ladder up to the top.
You could put the box at the top of the tower, and you could fly off from there if you wanted, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So that everyone wanted to be in the tower could be in the tower.
Oh, I'm sorry, Glastoc. I only made it with 2 beds. You didn't seem like you were interested.
Yeah. That's fine.
He did ask.
No,
Again,
Glastoc would rather just sleep outside.
Okay.
And give Aviro the satisfaction.
Yes. Again, peaceful night, no issues. Rocky comes back. Oh, who's in chat right now? Is there anyone? We've got a few people in chat. Let's have some interactions. What does a large, medium-sized wyrmling dragon bring back after hunting in a swampy and foresty and just general plains area? What type of medium-sized animal will he bring back? He has a bear cub already to his name. Lots of small rodents in town.
Several dogs.
But we're out. What should he eat? Chat, if you have anything that you would like to contribute, please throw it into chat. What does
he
Rocky
likes fish?
He does
Rocky likes fish.
Yes,
Rocky likes fish.
But so he's out hunting. Again, you have a wonderful evening. There's no major issues or anything like that. It's a quiet night. Anything, conversations or anything else that comes up?
Brynn's just drinking and kind of seems distant.
Glastoc's brooding outside because he doesn't want to give Aviro the satisfaction.
Awesome.
Aviro's copying spells into his spellbook.
Oh, yes. All right, I got one.
Bert says ducks.
Ducks? Okay.
Ducks.
Oh my
But like
God.
big ducks.
So-
Dire ducks. Dire ducks.
Dire
Dire
ducks.
ducks. Yes, it is official now. We
Oh,
have
so they're-
dire ducks.
So Canadian geese.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Those suckers are mean.
Those are our fucking gooses.
Yep. So yeah, he brings back like a few of them, and the next morning you find feathers all over the place.
Ooh, are they good for quills?
They can be, yes.
I would like to gather those feathers, please.
Sure.
And if nothing else, I can take them to a spell reagent
Uh-huh.
store.
As you're heading back to Saltmarsh, Aviro, you catch up to a caravan that is moving towards Saltmarsh and will be arriving around a little right before you're You get done, and it kind of seems to pass, and you kind of catch up to it, and you're about to arrive relatively within an hour of Saltmarsh. You're kind of getting a little bit closer. But you recognize the caravan. It's the same caravan that your sister escorted from Saltmarsh to Brule, Brule.
How would I know what that looks like?
Because you sent her off, and you were at the caravan.
Gotcha.
So you
saw it.
Gotcha.
You saw
Oh my
you saw
God.
the caravan.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the caravan's missing 1 or 2 carts, and all the carts seem to be damaged heavily.
Is there an escort?
No, there is no escort this time.
No.
Or actually,
escort.
let me rephrase that. There is a different escort.
Okay.
There's a different escort, and clearly they came back from.
I think that's the caravan that Mari was guarding. Interesting. Oh well.
And you do see on one of a large claw slash.
Oh my.
Crossed.
I hope they didn't get that while Mari was guarding.
Oh no.
Most likely not, but maybe. Oh wait, she was going against a dragon. Oh.
Are you saying this all out loud?
What? Yeah, I was going to say. Glastoc turns and looks at a
I'm
barrel.
sorry.
What's the matter?
Mari was off to go. They were off to they
Spit it out, Arivo.
they were off to go deal with a dragon. And I sort of said goodbye because it was a dragon and they only had 6 people and it was an adult dragon. And I told her it was a bad idea, but she didn't listen. She said it would be fine. She said they had worked with this dragon before and that they'd already killed a dragon. It was a red dragon, but this one's a black dragon. Oh no, I wonder if it's related to Rocky. Anyway, perhaps that could be the reason. We should maybe go talk to them. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know what to do.
Oi. Hello.
Well, Brynn made
Looks
the
like-
decision for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of the
Looks like-
adventurers, the escorts, kind of looking at you. What can we do you for? State your business before you get too close.
We mean you no harm. Looks
Ah.
like you took some damage. Your whole party okay?
This is our party's fine. The one before, not so good. Hey, show some respect. As the main guy that was kind of in the kind of leading the caravan and with the horses, and kind of sit there.
Are you saying something happened to the previous escort?
We got attacked on the way up to Brynn. The escort party lost a member, took some damage, got up to Brynn, and then went hunting. Haven't seen them since.
Who did they lose?
The fighter.
Oh, okay, fine. The half orc.
Yes.
Oh. Well, he did insult my ears.
What happened to the other ones in the party?
They got banged up pretty badly. Spent the night over in Brynn and Burl. After before they could back, they took off, and we had to hire these lugs to escort us back.
Are they still there?
The
The other party.
Nah, they left. They said they're going hunting. Haven't seen them since.
All right. Well, thank you. Safe journeys.
Hi.
And then, I just kind of like shake my head and I look one more time at that claw mark, and it's unsettling.
And he does. It was a night attack. It wasn't a day attack.
Okay.
I told her.
Avira,
Told
she's
her.
fine. She's fine. She lived.
Let's just get back.
So you get into Saltmarsh, and it's getting it's mid morning, like late, middle to late morning. Because by the time you kind of get into, again, things are happening. It's the town again. You're back. What do you want to do?
In the afternoon, mid morning.
Yeah, late morning, and the guards stop you. You do your standard toll to get in and tax to get in. You get past the guards, no problem. And again, the city is wafting and energetic as usual.
What time of day did you say this was?
Late morning.
Aviro says,
He's on a.
I'm late! And he runs to the curio shop.
Okay.
Amazing. Brynn would kind of go off and just kind of like wink at Glastoc and be like, I'm going to go take a day for myself. I'll see you back here tonight.
Oh, yeah, you do that. I've got to check on Rocky's ring anyway. So I'll follow Aviro to the shop.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll do the shop first. So as the door bursts open with Aviro,
Is it here? 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 Is it here?
Word. Calm yourself, sir. It's Mr. Aviro, is it?
Yes.
Is it Mr. Aviro?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Is the Glastoc with you?
No.
Oh. Well,
Glastoc comes walking in about 30 seconds later.
and she's saying, it's like, so how can I help you?
Is it here?
Can you be more specific, please?
I placed an order and I was told it.
Glastoc, welcome to the curio shop. How may I help you?
It's not. I was here first. I placed an order and I was told it would be in today at 10 o'clock, and it's now past 10 o'clock, and so I'm here for my purchase, please.
I kind of push Aviro to the side and I hold my hand out.
I was here
and
first.
take her hand and give her a little kiss on the top of her hand.
Oh, Mr. Glastoc, you are so charming as usual.
Yes.
And Aviro elbows Glastoc out of the way.
Well,
He tries.
He elbows Glass. Ow!
Mr. Glastoc, can we take first?
Oh, yeah. Please go right ahead and.
Aviro's vibrating.
Yeah.
Mr. Aviro, is it? Mr.
Yes,
Starbuck?
yes.
We have your package. One moment while I retrieve. And she kind of goes in the back and she brings out this nice round box. And she kind of sits down. And she kind of pulls up the lid. As per ordered, you have your star hat by catalog.
Amazing.
And the box is not very nice. It's not an elegant box, but it did come in a box.
Right. And he pulls it out and he flips it and it pops into a cone. And he immediately puts it on his head.
A wizard you are. Yes, a wizard you are. Well, yes, perfect. And
he turns around and he walks out.
Yes, you did pay full ahead of time.
No.
So. And she just kind of looks at Glastoc and goes,
I apologize for my friend. He was very, very excited to get his hat.
Well, anyway, how have you been?
Oh, busy,
This is the content we're all here for.
Had a little trouble at the library. We earlier this week.
I heard about that. You're becoming legendary.
Oh, well,
the natural ones, I believe, the legends of Saltmarsh, Saltmarsh legends, so to speak. Oh, yeah. I have no doubt you'll be legends here soon enough.
Oh, well, it was actually more Mr. Aviro than anything else.
No reason for the excitement. But I believe we have a package for you as well.
Oh, perfect. I was hoping I would, be able to come by and see your lovely face and pick that up at the same time.
You say the sweetest thing. And she kind of like, what's that wonderful fragrance?
Yes. 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 Yes.
You've been, oh my, it's just so intoxicating. And she is full on, like, just flirtation.
Flirt City.
Court press.
Flirt City.
Pepper's scent is just invigorating her, and you are the center of her universe right now.
It's like that.
Hashtag fun size April. Thank you for
yeah,
being
but-
there.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like in which one of the Ocean's movies where Matt Damon's character gets the thing that sets off Ellen Barkin's character. I think it was the third one.
I forget.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But so yeah, so she's just all into it. It's like, and I'll be right back. And she kind of goes off, and what you can see in the distance is she's actually making up her hair a little bit in a mirror in the hallway.
Oh, of course she is.
And she kind of unbuttons one down a little bit. And
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal.
And
Yeah.
she kind of comes back, and she kind of comes back with the little lipstick on, and she's like, "Ring as requested. Do you have the final payment?"
Oh, of course I do.
And Redcon Rocky would have given you the
Right,
payment
yeah.
for that.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. When I slip the beef into
Mhm.
the inside, the side of beef in. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For clarifying.
I got you, Jeff. We're fine. Glossing.
And so, yep, she's like,
I know. I realized it the second I said it.
I didn't go there. I left it to you, my players. I left it to
You're
the
welcome.
players.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
She's
yes,
like, "Oh, here it is. Yep, one ring of magic."
perfect.
Shh,
And
no, don't tell me that we sold it to you. But I know you could keep your mouth shut.
oh, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But, what are you doing this evening then?
Oh, I actually have I have no plans. I just got back into town.
Well, you did promise.
You know what I did? Tell you what, you pick the time and place, and I will be there.
Well, there's so many lovely restaurants out in town. I hear the new seafood around the corner.
Oh,
They have a new menu trying out. So I think that would be lovely to see.
oh, that sounds wonderful.
So how about maybe 9 o'clock?
Oh, let's make it 8.
Oh, I'll get someone to close up early then.
Perfect.
8 o'clock. Don't be late.
I'm never late.
I bet.
Oh my god.
Somebody
Amazing.
comes on time, eh?
Yay!
Thank you for the NC-17 rating now. And she sticks out her hand.
And of course, he takes it and gives it a little peck, and as he looks up at her, he gives her a little wink.
Until
It's-
later,
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And you
Sly
go off.
dog.
Yep. And as you head back to the Wickered Goat to get it back, we're going to shift over to Brynn real quick. Brynn, what
Yeah.
are you doing as you taking a little bit of the day off?
My day. So Brynn would kind of just be like, you would see her sort of just wandering the streets. But then you see her kind of like settle in one spot. And as the camera pans back, the spot that she settled on is essentially it's Ambermead's manor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and she stands there and just kind of hangs out in that spot for like hours.
Yep.
And just kind of watching like the gate and the windows
Mhm.
and the corners and if there's any like guard stations,
Okay.
just meticulously.
In the evening, it's going to get towards later in the evening as you're doing this for, actually, no, this is during the day. So yeah, this is all during the daytime. And we're gonna pick up next game session in the early afternoon, early evening, dinner time, as Brynn's scoping out Ambermead, Aviro is back at the Wicked Goat with his hat. Glastoc is getting ready for a dinner date.
Dinner date.
And yeah, we're gonna end there, except for the one. Is there anything else that the players want to share before like mid-afternoon? Anything that's jumping out that they're gonna want to do before the final end scene credit?
I mean, Avira is going to try and go make an appointment with the librarian, but other than that,
Okay, yeah,
whether or not he can get an appointment is
probably not
unknown.
Maybe,
but he's going to try.
Yeah, he's going to try. He's definitely going to be able to try, and it's very, very possible. And then, yes, no, actually, you're going to go to the library, and you're going to get, you're going to be able to meet. And as you're heading home, there's something that I'm going to be sharing with you in chat.
Secret message.
And so as the and we pan out the evening in the late afternoon. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the end credit scene, but you know what? The end credit scene is gonna be held to next week because
It's Amber Mead. It's Amber Mead standing on his balcony, looking over his garden.
Actually, yeah, Amber,
it's the end of Infinity War. Where
Yes, yes.
So he's not
perfect.
He's not noticing you. He's all smug.
Freaking proud of himself.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you do. So, and that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Jeff,
thank you,
that was a
everyone,
good suggestion.
for joining us. Some stuff's kind of going around, and we have some tired people. We need to get sleeping, so we're going to do the ends out really quick. So thank you so much, everyone. Jim, where can we find you?
Here.
Excellent.
Next.
Excellent. Jeff,
that's my line. Well, I actually had something to talk about tonight, even though I don't have anything.
You've got a few minutes, not worry.
I don't have anything to plug, but I was going to talk about this super cool rock, paper, scissors die that I have.
Oh.
That is a 12-sider, a big 12-sider. So, like when I'm at my other in-person games and some people and I are just hanging out waiting, we rock, paper, scissors. That's the only thing I was going to say. Does anyone else have wicked cool dice that they like? That's all.
That's
Carrie.
all. Carrie.
I'm Carrie. I have way too many pairs of cool dice that I like, and I will be sure we have to show and tell before we play again.
Yes.
I'm Carrie Schultens. You can find me on Main Terrain Domain on Monday nights, playing the Candlekeep Mysteries, and you can find me here on certain Wednesday nights where I love to be with my guys. Thank you guys so much for accommodating me tonight. I really appreciate it. I told Jay not to rush on my account. I am fine.
No,
ish.
It's that time too, and we're actually we are at a good stopping point because some things are happening that for next episode, which our next episode will be July 27th, so that's going to be in 2 weeks, and then our season finale will be on August 10th, season 1 finale, and I guarantee you do not want to miss next week. There's some stuff that is going to happen. And some big reveals for this group that is going to perpetrate love and hate for their GM for the final session.
Oh man, it's like a 2-part season finale.
2-part season finale. There might be a BBGE fight at the end. Who knows?
I want to go into like every new day with the attitude like something is going to happen. Like I love that attitude.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's all it's and you can feel it. It's starting to grow a little bit in this. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us here. Thank you, Wayward Gamers, for joining us at the Emporium. I'm Jay, also known as NeoFed3. I've got a ton of stuff, but you know what? I'm going to throw it in the socials on Twitter, so follow us there. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the raids, everyone. Have a good evening. Have a good life. Have a good week. Be kind to each other. Don't be a jerk. And before we leave, is there anyone specific we want to raid? I know that I've got one person, but is there anyone else got a suggestion on a raid? We raided Emporium, the Amphitheater last time. I've got one of Val, but is there anyone else?
Free Forge has a game going on too.
Reforge?
Yeah.
FRF.
The Free Forge, THEFREEFORG.
What? I'm sorry. T.
The Free Forge.
Oh,
yeah, all one word.
The Free Forge. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna start raiding them. Oh,
Raid,
okay.
raid.
So thank you so much. Send them our love, and you know what? Have a wonderful and lovely evening. We will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.